due to good three earlier sessions, I am continuing this. You can just tell me, can we continue this on every Sundays till your NEET PG exam, or maybe afterwards as well? So you can just ask your doubts in the comment section, and I'll try to discuss about them all. One thing till everyone joins, I want to talk about is key preparing for any exam is just like a marathon. So initially you will be very slow, but in the end you have to run like a sprint. So it's high time that you should boost up your preparation. You should put in more hours. You should do some extra efforts because the last 2 3 months really matters. So you have to put in a little more efforts so that you don't have to prepare for another 6 months. So with that thing, we'll start this session. You can just ask your doubts in the comment section. Yeah, Tushar, I'll continue it. So Tushar is saying, sir, I'm slowly getting frustrating due to rapid revision notes. I'm always feeling I'm I'm always feeling I'm lacking something. Just a second. Okay. And ends up doing nothing what to do. So Tushar, there is this thing that there is always uncertainty in the way you are preparing in the way anyone is preparing. But you have to keep going in that time of uncertainty. And coming on to things ki rapid revision ke notes are good enough. You have to add on previous year questions and previous year topics which are not there in that, and you are good to go. ट्रस्ट मी जितने छोटे आपके नोट्स होंगे उतनी अच्छी आपकी प्रिपरेशन होगी, क्योंकि कम पढ़ो, बार बार पढ़ो इज द मेन स्ट्रेटेजी बिफोर क्लियरिंग एन एग्जाम. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ना फॉर कम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम एंड थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज या कॉलेज एग्जाम्स के लिए पढ़ना टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. So you are doing great. You should just keep on doing what you are doing, but with a little more confidence, and you will definitely get a great rank. Then we have other questions. Sir, I am done with concising, marking all the PYTs and gone through them once. Should I question bank of high yield topics at this point for extra edge, or just revise and target? So, Seth Gordon is asking ki should you be doing extra questions from QBank, or you should be continuing the previous year questions only. So I would say better to continue with previous year questions of INESET, NEET and FMG. And if you still get time, you can solve additional questions from your grand test only. So if you will be practicing grand test and you will be like revising it afterwards, you will be having a lot of other questions too in the grand test, which are not just PYQs. So you can do it from there. और आपने पहले भी बहुत सारे ग्रैंड टेस्ट दिए होंगे जो अभी रिवाइज होने से रह गए होंगे. Just try to do them from there and do the PYQs only, because this is the high time. You should not go solve other questions which might decrease your confidence as well as waste your time. So better to do PYQs. If you think you have a lot of time left, you can do PYQs of FMG, INESET and NEET. Okay, so we have another question from Disha Gupta. I have done first reading and I'm about to complete with my first revision by this month. Okay, so since you have completed your first reading and you are about to complete your first revision, these are two important things that are there to build the concepts. Now, in subsequent revisions, you should be more quick. One thing, because you now know your notes. You now know what are the important things in your notes, and you have highlighted the important things as well. So you should be a little more quick in subsequent revisions, as well as you should be having your 20th copy with you. If not prepared, you will be preparing in the subsequent revision. So if you will complete your first revision by this month, then in subsequent 2.5 months, you should be more quick and you should be doing at least two revisions before going for the exam. Okay. Okay, so Disha is saying you are getting 80 corrects in your grand test now. So Disha, this is the important thing. You should understand that with one revision and one reading, you are mostly going with the concept-based things. So only the concept-based questions are getting correct. But you will definitely realize that in subsequent revisions, and while having this approach of focusing on volatile topics, you will be getting more of these volatile questions also getting started getting correct. So your marks will definitely keep on improving. तो किसी भी एग्जाम में 200 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं तो 100 आर मोस्टली कंसेप्ट बेस्ड एंड 100 आर फ्रॉम द वॉलेटाइल टॉपिक्स, फ्रॉम द रटने वाला पार्ट बेसिकली. सो अभी फर्स्ट रिवीजन फर्स्ट रीडिंग के बाद आपके कंसेप्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस होने ठीक होने स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. बट इन सब्सिक्वेंट रीडिंग्स योर वॉलेटाइल थिंग्स, योर रटने वाली चीज़ें विल ऑल्सो स्टार्ट गेटिंग करेक्ट. So in that way, you are going on the right track. Your marks will keep on increasing. Another strategy which I've already discussed is before every GT, give one day to the GT preparation and try to revise your 20th copy for the volatile parts, or you can just revise your weakest subject for the day. So in that way, your weak subjects will keep on getting and getting better. Nandu is saying, sir, is BTR enough for revision? So Nandu, since it also depends on what rank you are targeting. Suppose you are targeting a rank under 5,000, you should be revising your notes that you have read throughout your preparation. Along with that, you can use PTR. And suppose if you are targeting a rank under 10,000, you can just do BTR along with previous year questions or topics, along with your grand test practice. So it a lot depends upon the rank you are targeting. So you can't be targeting a rank under 1,000 just by revising the BTR, because again what I've earlier said is कि 100 questions are volatile and from रटने वाला concept that will be covered from BTR, good enough. But you should be building concepts and revising concepts from your notes that you have prepared or seen the videos of. So you can't think of like getting a rank under 1,000 just by reading a source that is prepared by like in 4 or 5 days. So you should be giving a lot time, or that also depends upon what target you are having. Ibrahim is asking, sir, I have done medicine main notes. Now for next read, can I read only previous year topics? Yes, Ibrahim. So medicine is one subject which is very concept based, one thing. So subsequent revision may you should not put a lot of time in it. Another thing is, since medicine is so vast, so you can't cover all the medicine for your exam. So that is one drawback of medicine. So medicine is not a very scoring subject for competitive exam per se. So since you have read from the main notes once, you can definitely read only previous year topics. So if I'll tell you about my preparation while I was preparing, so in subjects like medicine and pediatrics, which are more of a concept-based things, I have read only once or twice and just covered the most of the subsequent revisions by only previous year questions or Q banks or grant tests. And I have put more time on short subjects, on subjects like anatomy, which were more volatile, as well as I am not having that confidence in those subjects. You should be understanding that what subjects you are weak in, what subjects you have a better understanding of, and you should customize your revision according to that. So there is no one size fit for all. Seth and Scalper is asking how to manage time now. It's taking much time in revision long subjects. So again, if you have revised for 2 times till now, your time in revisions will keep on decreasing. One thing. Another thing is कि जो long subjects है ना उनको revise करने के there should be some strategy that I have just now discussed. You can't be revising whole of the medicine and again and again. So उसमें क्या होगा, you will be getting lag in the subjects जिसमें आपको time देना which will produce more output. Suppose a subject like forensic will take only 12 to 14 hours to revise from your notes if you have revised your notes once or twice. You can put in 12 to 14 hours and you will be getting 8 to 9 questions from forensics per se, and as well as these questions will definitely be from your notes or later on the easier side. While while revising medicine, you can't give like 8 to 10 days again for the medicine, and again 60 and 70% of the questions you will be able to clear from your notes. So better to give less time to these subjects in subsequent revisions because they are more of concept based. One thing, another thing is ki they will be covered more in the basic science subjects like pathology and pharmacology. A lot of medicine is covered there, so better to not put a lot of time in these subjects per se. In subsequent revisions you can cover it from your previous year questions, you can cover it from basic science subjects, and you should focus more on those subjects. Okay. Mm, Life of Y is asking, sir, how many revisions till line is set? Provided course will be completed by this month end and have done first aid and short subjects from BTR with marrow notes integrated with them, but GT's course are stuck at 110 as I have not started revision and getting confused with options. So this is the biggest problem. You can't read all the sources, and it will take a lot of time to combine all the sources and prepare a single notes. But since you have done it, prepared a single notes with all these sources, now don't touch any other source, don't touch these sources as well. Just read the integrated notes that you have prepared and try to concise things. It's very high time to concise things, to consolidate things, because you can't be like having a lot of sources with you. You can't be reading everything from everywhere. You should read the notes that you have prepared and start giving grand tests. This is the high time. Don't waste time. Just read the notes that you have prepared now. Another thing is, since you are getting 110 correct and you have not started revision yet, so this is one positive aspect that you are at 110 questions correct. So you have a very great concept. Might be some UG knowledge is also helping. So you should start revising. Don't waste time with options, because every option is good, but you should be having the volatile topics with you as well as the concepts with you in your mind also, because anything that is written in your notes won't help until or unless you have it in your memory. Medico 19 is asking, hello sir, I am stuck between 130 to 135 correct since 2 months, getting frustrated now. So this is what I have discussed multiple times. So ये phase ना सबके preparation journey में आता है कि when you have revised twice and you start giving GTs, the GT marks will keep on increasing with subsequent GTs, but एक certain point पे आके 6 to 7 GTs में same marks आते हैं, same range में marks आने लगते हैं. एंड उस पॉइंट पे हमें ऐसा लगता है कि मे बी एक लेवल आ गया है हमारा एंड वी हैव टू सेटिस्फाई विद दिस मार्क्स, बट ट्रस्ट मी योर मार्क्स विल इंक्रीज. वन थिंग इज कि जब अभी सब्सिक्वेंट टाइम में योर रिवीजन विल गेट क्विकर, 1 to 1.5 months लगने लगेंगे, तो आपके माइंड में बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट एक साथ इकट्ठे होने लगेंगे. सो योर मार्क्स विल कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. वन थिंग एंड अनदर स्ट्रेटेजी दैट आई हैव डिस्कस्ड इज कि you should be revising your 20th copy before every grand test. In that way your marks in grand tests will keep on increasing. क्योंकि मेरे भी ऐसे होता था कि 2 महीने तक मेरे मार्क्स नहीं बढ़ रहे थे, तब मैंने भी ऐसे वॉलेटाइल टॉपिक्स की अलग कॉपी बनाई. आई स्टार्ट रिवाइजिंग इट बिफोर ग्रैंड टेस्ट एंड देन आई सॉ द रिजल्ट. बिकॉज ऐसा होता है कि इन दिस टाइम ऑफ सेकेंड और थर्ड रिविजन, जब हम थोड़े स्लो भी होते हैं, ऐसे 2 मंथ्स ले रहे हैं फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर रिविजन, तो उस टाइम पे क्या होता है कि जो सब्जेक्ट अभी हमसे दूर चला गया, 1 महीना 1.5 महीना दूर चला गया, वो हम भूल जाते हैं. वॉलेटाइल टॉपिक्स स्पेशली उनके भूल जाते हैं, तो वो हमारे बहुत गलत होते हैं. Try to remember, revise your 20th copy, and you will see a great change in your marks. And with subsequent revisions also, your marks will increase. So you are at 135 now. You will definitely be at 150, 160 in the coming month. And in the main exam, you will definitely get a very good rank. So Veena is asking, sir, is it possible to get a rank of 10,000 even now? So definitely getting a 10,000 under 10,000 rank in NEET PG is really easy, because get to get a 10,000 rank, you should be doing 120 to 130 correct, or maybe 130 to 140. So for those number of questions, you don't have to go for a lot of sources or something. You should just take BTR or rapid revision notes or whatever notes you have read till now. Just keep on revising it till the exam. Do PYQs of NEET only and FMG. Don't go for PYQs of INISET, and give some GTs. Don't do anything other from it, and you will definitely get a rank under 10,000. So to get rank under 10,000 in NEET PG, for getting a rank under 10,000, if you'll go for more sources, more reading, more material, then there will be less chances. But if you go for a limited reading, limited source, you will definitely get it, because 120 to 130 questions are really really simple. Those are that kind of questions कि आपको अगर आपने एक सब्जेक्ट को एक बार पढ़ा भी है, बेसिक नॉलेज भी आपकी, you will definitely going to clear. Shahzeb Zaman is asking कि negative marking is bringing my scores down. तो Shahzeb, मेरी थ्योरी थोड़ी डिफरेंट है. व्हाट आई हैव बिलीव टिल नाउ इज कि नेगेटिव मार्किंग से स्कोर डाउन नहीं आता, कम पॉजिटिव होने से आता है. क्योंकि अगर आपके 40 क्वेश्चन गलत हुए तो आपका स्कोर होगा -40. बट अगर आपके 20 क्वेश्चन और ज़्यादा ठीक हो गए तो आपका स्कोर होगा +60. सो फोकस ऑन गेटिंग मोर पॉजिटिव्स देन गेटिंग लेस negatives. दिस शुड बी अ स्ट्रेटेजी. इट्स लाइक द थ्योरी, जैसे लोग बोलते हैं ना कि कम खर्चने से ज़्यादा ज़्यादा कमाने पे जो ध्यान देता है he'll be more rich. Similarly, my theory is कि if you'll focus on getting more positives, then the negative marking won't harm you. But if you'll focus on getting less negatives, तो फिर आपका पॉजिटिव्स कम होंगे. सपोज आपने एक टेस्ट दिया, आपके 40 निगेटिव्स होते हैं, और आपने अगली बार थोड़ा कंजर्वेटिव होकर टेस्ट दिया, आपके 30 निगेटिव हुए, तो आप उस साइड से तो खुश हो जाओगे कि आपके 10 निगेटिव कम हुए. बट अगर आपके उस थोड़े कंजर्वेटिव बिहेवियर की वजह से 5 पॉजिटिव कम सही हुए, तो उसमें आपका लॉस वुड बी मोर. So better to focus on more positives, especially in NEET PG. Because for INESET, again, the negative marking is little on the higher side. So you should be more conservative on that. But in NEET PG, I would say you should be more aggressive. So 7 minute questions are left, but I guess the video is of 20 minutes already. So we'll have the discussion again next week, and then I'll try to clear the doubts. All the really best for the exam.